This problem is related to conservation of momentum. Ball A of mass 0.5 kilograms, moving at 5.0 meters per second to the right, collides with ball B of mass 1.8 kilograms initially at rest. After collision, ball B moves off with a velocity of 1.0 meters per second to the right. Find the velocity of the ball after the collision. So once again, this is related to conservation of momentum, and the conservation of momentum can actually be summarized in this formula, which is mass of object 1 times the initial velocity of object 1 plus mass of object 2 plus the initial velocity of object 2 is equal to mass of object 1 times the velocity final of object 1 plus mass of object 2 multiplied by the final velocity of object 2. So basically, this part here, the left side of the equation, is before the collision, and the right side of the equation is after the collision. So let us just substitute our values. So here we could consider ball A as our mass 1 and our ball B as our object 2 or mass 2. So let's substitute that. Mass 1 is equal to 0.5 kilograms multiplied by the initial velocity of ball 1. Now it says here ball A is moving at 5.0 meters per second to the right. So therefore that is the initial velocity of our object 1 or ball A. So that's going to be 5.0 meters per second. Plus the mass of object 2, in this case, that is going to be 1.8 kilograms. So that is the mass of ball B. So let's write that down, 1.8 kilograms multiplied by the initial velocity of ball B. So it is mentioned here that ball B is initially at rest. So therefore, it is not actually moving and its initial velocity is 0. That is equal to, we have here M1. So once again, M1 is just the mass of ball A, that's 0.5 kilograms multiplied by the final velocity of ball A. So it says here, after the collision, ball B moves off with a velocity of 1.0 meters per second to the right. So in fact, this velocity right here of 1.0 meters per second, let me highlight that. This in fact is the final velocity of ball B, or the final velocity of mass 2. So in fact, this question is asking us to solve for the velocity of ball A after the collision. So this question is asking for the final velocity of object 1. So that is what we need to solve for. Plus mass 2 was 1.8, and once again the final velocity of object 2, so it moves with a velocity of 1.0 meters per second to the right. That is the velocity of ball B or mass 2. And to solve this problem, all you needed to do is plug these values in your calculator with your V1F as your unknown. So we will have V1 final, or the final velocity of ball A in this case, is equal to 2.6 meters per second. And we have solved the problem.